Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFLTV. Frank, Warren, Eddie Hearn. Frank, explain to us, we're at the British Embassy here. Explain to us what's going on here before FURY-USYK.
Pre-fight function for Tyson supporters, and the embassy have allowed us to put it on here, or I should say Gold Star, and Eddie and I come along to enjoy ourselves with the fans.
Like you two doing a Q&A together.
Listen, Spencer just wrote me in. He told me it was just an interview in front of one or two people. He didn't tell me that we were... I kind of feel like we've been rolled out here. Spencer's pulled a fast one on us.
Listen, but I'm getting paid 50 grand for it, so I'm not going to...
What are you getting paid for it?
250, but well, we understand. Nish, by the way, Nish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
24 hours before an historic night in Saudi Arabia tomorrow. Nervous?
I'm not fighting. No, I'm not nervous.
There's a lot on the line though, Frank.
Well, there is a lot on the line, but that's the business we're in, and that's what we enjoy about it. And Tyson, listen, he can't do any more than he's done now, training-wise. He's had back-to-back training camps without any fight in between. That's why he looks in such good condition, looks so cut, as, by the way, does Usyk. And whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. I mean, I've got my belief how I think the fight will pan out, but it's literally in their hands.
Eddie, obviously you want Tyson Fury to win for various reasons. As a Brit, you want the Joshua fight. Nervous for him?
No, excited. I mean, I'm jealous of Frank, and I sat there as a fan on the step watching the whole press conference yesterday, in awe really of the fight. Honestly, like as a fan, I feel like this is a moment in history for the sport. Growing up watching, you saw Holyfield and Lewis there sitting next to each other. This has got the same kind of feel as those kind of fights, and in time it'll be remembered as a fight just like that. So, obviously we got Joe and Jai. Hope they do the business, and then I'm just there to watch as a fan. Intrigued, really. I want Tyson to win. I believe he can do it. I know how good Usyk is. It just depends on 36 minutes tomorrow night.
Frank, if Tyson is victorious...
Well said.
Yeah. Complimenting you.
Thank you.
Frank, if Tyson is victorious tomorrow night, spoke to Eddie about this yesterday, we don't know what's going to happen after that. Whether this rematch does take place...
The rematch is a very lucrative fight, and the loser has the right to call it off. For the amount of money involved, I'll be very surprised if he doesn't. But anything can happen in this sport, as we know. We can't go into what's happening in September, but things are happening in September, and Tyson won't be fighting in September.
Okay, so you can rule out any possibility of AJ Fury after tomorrow night happening then?
Well, we'll see what happens and how it pans out. I mean, look, there's fights there that are great fights. I mean, God forbid, as far as I'm concerned, if Usyk wins, what a great trilogy you've got there, because especially with the form that AJ's hitting at the moment. Tyson wins, I generally think the rematch will happen. I do think it will happen. But it depends how you win. If Tyson does a job on him, he stops him early, if he stops him mid-round, and I fancy him to stop him mid-round, if he does that, who knows?
Eddie, unpredictable to know after tomorrow what the case is going to be.
In any other world, in any other situation, the rematch is absolutely, it's a done deal, it's a two-fight deal. All I ever say is, with His Excellency, with his vision, with his, his mind, if Tyson Fury wins, the entire world is going to be calling for the biggest fight in history, which is AJ against Tyson. And you know what His Excellency likes to do, make the biggest fights in history. But it's a two-fight deal. That's what we expect. But always expect the unexpected in boxing. But I hope Tyson does the business. Listen, I hope we make AJ against Tyson. The world's going to want it, but he's got his right to the rematch, whoever loses. So we have to plan for September. But who knows? It's a crazy old... Who thought me and Frank would be at a function the day before,
In the British Embassy.
Exactly. And in 2 weeks' time, or 2 weeks tomorrow, we're back over here in what I think will be one of the greatest events you've ever seen in a 5v5.
Are you going
to in with Jack Catterall against Josh Taylor next Saturday in Leeds?
Are you two going to go back to the old Frank and Eddie for fight week?
One night only, yeah. just to help your channel.
Wow.
We're going to smash the life out of them. I'm telling you, we're going to smash the life out of them. Look, this is brilliant. I've never known a period like this in boxing whatsoever. And as Eddie said, His Excellency, Riyadh season, everything that's happening here has been such a revelation for all of us, I think. And it's getting better and better and bigger and bigger. And what in heavyweight division, whatever the fights are, they're all great fights. There isn't a bad fight there. Every fight has a lot of intrigue about it.
Well, listen, the weigh-in later on today, I'm sure that'll run smoothly as it has all week apart from the Monday, and then roll on tomorrow.
Roll on tomorrow, roll on the first bell, and we're going to see history being made. Biggest fight of the century, 2 undefeated fighters. We're going to find out who's the biggest and who's the baddest on the planet.
I agree.
Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, thank you very much. Talk to IFLTV.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.